Welcome back, everyone. I truly appreciate you spending some time with me today as we dive into one of the most exciting developments happening in the blockchain world. If you've been following this channel for a while, you know we've been covering the Internet Computer Protocol, commonly known as ICP, very closely. It's a project that has consistently pushed the boundaries of what blockchain can do. Today, we're going to explore a major turning point that could very well be ICP's next moonshot. This isn't just another technical update or market analysis. This is about the real-world utility of Internet Computer and how it may be on the verge of transforming its role within the broader crypto ecosystem, particularly when it comes to interoperability, privacy, scaling, and Ethereum itself. Yes, you heard that right. Ethereum. In this deep dive, we'll look at a series of recent conversations, collaborations, and technological updates that strongly suggest the Internet Computer Protocol might be evolving into something far more influential than many previously imagined. So grab a coffee, settle in, and let's unpack everything that's been unfolding. This video is for informational and educational purposes only. It is not financial advice. Always do your own research and consult a professional before making any investment decisions. Let's begin by addressing a topic that's often overlooked in the current blockchain narrative: cross-chain interoperability. While much of the recent buzz around Internet Computer has revolved around artificial intelligence, there hasn't been nearly enough focus on its capability to enhance other blockchains, especially Ethereum. But things are changing. The landscape is evolving quickly, and some recent signs suggest ICP may become a crucial piece of infrastructure for other major blockchains. That includes functioning not just alongside Ethereum, but potentially helping to power it in some key ways. To understand how we got here, we need to rewind a bit. Back in May 2023, there was an interview clip featuring Ethereum's co-founder Vitalik Buterin. During this discussion, Vitalik made some surprisingly positive remarks about the Internet Computer and its founding team, DFinity. Specifically, he acknowledged their technical competence and mentioned groundbreaking work in threshold signatures and distributed key generation, core innovations behind ICP's privacy and security. What stood out was Vitalik's phrasing. He described Internet Computer as a sister network to Ethereum. That term, sister network, carries real weight. It implies a collaborative rather than competitive relationship, two networks with separate strengths working in harmony. When you look closer, that description starts to make a lot of sense. Ethereum has limitations. It's burdened by its legacy codebase and backward compatibility requirements. Major upgrades are difficult to implement without risking disruption. By contrast, Internet Computer was built from scratch with scalability, advanced cryptography, and interoperability in mind. It doesn't carry the same baggage and can act as a kind of innovation lab or performance engine for Ethereum and others. Now, this idea isn't just theoretical anymore. In January 2025, DFinity's founder Dominic Williams appeared on stage with members of the Hedera Council and Kimball Musk, yes, Elon Musk's brother. During this panel, it was revealed that Hedera would start integrating AI features through Internet Computer instead of building them in-house. That alone is huge. It signals a shift in how ecosystems collaborate. Instead of trying to do everything internally, major blockchains are beginning to tap into ICP's specialized capabilities. The pattern continues when you look at the Ethereum ecosystem itself. On X, formerly Twitter, Wesley, an Ethereum developer focused on privacy and decentralization, announced his involvement in a new privacy initiative. He emphasized the need for tools that support private transactions and shielded data, something crucial if blockchain is to be widely adopted by corporations and institutions. And here's where things get interesting. One of the developers from DFinity, Christopher, responded to Wesley's post. He shared that he's working on a cross-chain app that uses Ethereum for identity and payments but leverages Internet Computer for file storage and cryptographic key generation. This app allows users to encrypt files and send them to Ethereum addresses or ENS names, an end-to-end encrypted file transfer system powered by both Ethereum and ICP. Think about that. It's not just a tech demo. It's a working example of Ethereum and Internet Computer functioning side by side. Ethereum handling the transaction logic, and ICP providing the scalable infrastructure and privacy layer. Christopher mentioned this app will rely on something called VetKeys, a privacy feature that's been in development at Dfinity for years. VetKeys allows cryptographic keys to be created in a decentralized way and securely distributed, without relying on centralized services. This is where internet computer starts to shine. Privacy is a major roadblock in blockchain adoption. Right now, everything on-chain is visible to everyone. If a company pays a vendor on Ethereum, that transaction is public. The vendor can see how much was paid to other service providers, which can lead to pricing disputes or loss of confidentiality. That's a deal breaker for many businesses. VetKeys changes that. It provides the ability to encrypt and control access to sensitive data on public networks. Not only does it solve the problem of transparency versus privacy, but it does so in a way that's decentralized, trustless, and scalable. And it's already in production. The Internet Computer community recently released a detailed guide titled On-Chain Privacy in Action, a guide to VetKeys use cases. It outlines several powerful applications: personal data vaults like secure diaries, password managers, and private notes; end-to-end encrypted communications, where users exchange messages using only their username or Ethereum address as an identifier; DeFi systems protected from front-running by encrypting trade data before it hits the public mempool; provably fair gaming systems, such as casinos, where outcomes are transparently random and not subject to manipulation; secure multi-chain signatures, enabling smart contracts on ICP to validate and execute transactions on other chains without needing centralized bridges. These use cases are not hypothetical. They're already being prototyped, and they have massive implications for sectors like finance, healthcare, gaming, and supply chain logistics. The significance becomes even clearer when you realize how this ties back to Ethereum. Remember, Ethereum is already deeply embedded in enterprise and DeFi ecosystems, but it lacks native support for privacy and true scalability. That's where ICP steps in. Through technologies like threshold key derivation, smart contracts on ICP can now act as cryptographic signers. They can securely sign off-chain transactions, generate keys, and even authenticate users, completely on-chain, without centralized servers. That's a big leap forward. And it doesn't stop there. Christopher's project showcases how developers can use Internet Computer as a privacy scaling layer for Ethereum. This dual-layer approach makes it possible to store encrypted files off-chain on ICP while maintaining payment and identity functions on Ethereum. The app he demoed works like this. You enter the Ethereum name service address of your recipient. You attach a file to encrypt and send. The system calculates costs for encryption, storage, and transfer. You pay in USDC via the base network. Once confirmed, the file is sent, encrypted and stored on Internet Computer, completely shielded from public view. This weekend project alone proves the feasibility of Ethereum and ICP synergy. And more importantly, it shows that the Ethereum developer community is open to using Internet Computer's tools. So now the big question is, why does this matter? Well, imagine a future where Ethereum becomes the global settlement layer, handling smart contracts, payments, and token exchanges, while Internet Computer provides the back-end infrastructure for private data, off-chain processing, and seamless interoperability. You could think of Ethereum as the logic brain, and ICP as the nervous system powering the larger body. Together, they could solve some of the most persistent limitations in the blockchain world today. This potential is further validated by the overlapping history between Ethereum and Dfinity. One of the original Ethereum launch contributors, Gustav, later moved on to help build Internet Computer. That's a clear thread of continuity, proof that the two projects are more philosophically aligned than many assume. Even JP Morgan, which helped fund Ethereum development through Consensus, has been pressuring the ecosystem to support privacy layers. If major financial institutions demand on-chain privacy for compliance and operational needs, you better believe the Ethereum Foundation is going to take it seriously. And if Ethereum itself can't offer those capabilities natively, it makes perfect sense to rely on a sister network like ICP to do the heavy lifting. So what does all this mean? It means the Internet Computer Protocol is no longer just a promising Layer 1 blockchain. It's evolving into a core infrastructure provider for the decentralized web. Whether it's privacy, interoperability, or scaling, ICP is offering real, practical solutions that other chains, including Ethereum, are actively beginning to adopt. We're witnessing the emergence of a multi-chain world, where each blockchain contributes its strengths to build a more functional, decentralized internet. And ICP, with its cutting-edge tools like VetKeys, threshold cryptography, and secure file storage, is positioning itself right at the center of that movement. Make no mistake, this could be the internet computer's moonshot, a moment when the market realizes its potential not as a competitor, but as a crucial partner to giants like Ethereum. So keep your eyes open, because if this momentum continues, the internet computer might just become the foundation of the next generation of Web3. So, what do you think about ICP's current position? Are you bullish on its growth in AI and DeFi? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. If you found value in this deep dive, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more breakdowns like this. Thanks for watching. Stay curious, stay cautious, and I'll catch you in the next one.